Our next act is kind of a bit different, literally as well as physically. She's not here tonight because she's in Toronto, in Canada, where I was in November last year with my boyfriend, and we were over for a book festival. And we met this incredible blonde-haired, eyelinered ball of energy tearing through the free booze in the author's lounge, and that was Lisa Foad. She's an unbelievable writer. The stuff that she can do with language is it's like biting on gold or something like that. It's beautiful stuff. And so we were delighted that she agreed to make a short film of herself reading tonight. Lisa's books are only available on Amazon CA, and I don't really like telling you all to go and buy your books on Amazon, but in this case, this is the only option. It looks like this, which is gorgeous, as you can see. It also won a prize, actually. Sorry. Oh, bugger, I've left it. It won a great prize that I'll tell you about when I come back up on the stage. But here's Lisa Foad, and in the smallest box ever. There we go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa from Toronto. I'm really excited to be here tonight. Thank you so much, ladies, for inviting me. I wish that I could actually be there, A, because it would be really exciting to be in Scotland, and B, because it's incredibly challenging to read to a camera, as I have found. I think this is the 17th take. It's really hard to get good lighting and things like that. Plus, you keep screening in attempts to and reshooting in attempts to ascertain some idea of perfection, which is impossible. So this is the last take. I'm going to read an excerpt from the title story of my short story collection, which is called The Night is a Mouse. The story itself centers around two girls, Gold and Kay. They spend an evening in their tiny, squished-up, trashy apartment. Gold is consistently haunted by her mother and father, who may or may not be dead, but nonetheless they're dead to Gold. And the story culminates with a visit from two Mormon boys. Unfortunately, we won't get that far in this excerpt. So, The Night is a Mouse. In apartment number 5, the toilet is clogged. The water, just shy of spillover, shimmies. Plunger in hand, hand on her hip, Gold leans against grievance and stares down the bowl. In the stillness of stuck waters, a shadow in the shape of a twin sharpens, and the girl in the bowl dares Gold to come closer. Gold scoffs. The girl scoffs. Gold narrows her eyes and models a yawn. The girl models a yawn. Pissed. Gold climbs every mountain, and at the drugstore with its musty gray and its sting of rubbing alcohol, its expired film and its expired cough syrups, and its dusty collection of enema kits and scratch and wins, Gold pockets a curling iron without getting caught. The girl's not impressed. She stares at Gold as though Gold is average. Gold's ears begin to burn. Fuck this. She slams shut the lid, wings the plunger at whatever it'll hit. Bullseye. The elegant bottles of perfume, pleasing curves, colored glass, which Gold routinely thieves from the high-end department store with its designer boutiques and its classy sink, stumble from their shelf above the toilet and shatter. Satisfaction. It grabs Gold by the hips, slips her the tongue. She dallies for a minute, then storms out. The living room that's the bedroom that's the hallway is in one of its moods. It bites at Gold's ankles, it nips at her earlobes. It tugs at the pockets that poke past the racy rise of her snug cut-off jeans. She kicks her way past its leaning lamps and knee-high stacks of dirty dishes, its tangle of dress-up clothes and dental floss and candy bar wrappers, Kay's collection of broken tube televisions. Throws herself into the aubergine armchair with its busted springs and says, "You flushed your fucking underwear again, didn't you?" I was tidying. Kay, languishing in the crimson flush of the sofa, doesn't bother opening her eyes. They're at it again, she sighs. She means the naked people in her head. They have a lot of sex. Oh man, she shoves her hands down her tight tennis shorts. I haven't seen him before. The phone begins to ring. Gold stands and cuts a rapid clip. The rats, with their fistfuls of cheese and macaroni, barely look up. Hello? Gold, it's your father. My father's dead. Maybe so, but even still, I'm calling, right? Gold nods at a fingernail and leaves room in her silence for burden of proof. When you were small, you refused to walk. You used to drag your knees along the sidewalk on purpose. You liked the smell of disinfectant that followed. Once, you chipped your tooth on a hard C. You were trying to swallow the lie you just told. Also, you had a small scar on your left temple from the time you threw yourself from the trellis out back. You were trying to prove a point. The point was, you were not afraid. We carried you inside and hung your head over the sink while the blood fell. You cried, but you did not cry. You cried only because you couldn't believe you'd misjudged your angles. Since then, you've learned to gauge better. But you still hesitate when looking both ways, lest something barrel into you head on. Gold is sold. What do you want? Your mother's on a rampage. She'll likely call you, and when she does, she'll probably tell you that I'm a cheat and a liar. I'm not. She did not catch me having sex with a prostitute in the garage. We were just talking. Also, I've never stared at anyone's tits but your mother's. And the day we were at the grocery store buying steak for the barbecue we didn't have because that woman with all the bracelets bent over, that wasn't my heart on in my pants. I was holding on to it for a friend. It gets lonely here, Gold. Sometimes I feel like all I've got are the magazines I hide under the bed. Gold picks at the painted molding that trims the archway that leads to the kitchen. Shiny flakes, the color of molasses. I've got needs, Gold. Your mother, she doesn't understand. All she wants to talk about is cooking and cleaning and why I've begun lifting weights. There are things she doesn't need to know. It's the way she shushes me when she's on the phone. It's the way she locks the bathroom door when she's in the shower. It's the way she puts away my shoes and my coat and the books I'm reading. It's the way she steals the covers. It's the way she flushes the toilet when I'm talking to her. It's the way she wants to know what I meant when I said that, and where the hell I think I get off, and who the hell I think I am. It's the way she never lets it be about the weather. It's the way she turns over at night. It's the little things, Gold. Speaking of which, did I mention that every single morning I scatter fresh flowers across the front porch? Only her favorites. Snapdragons and dahlias, roses and lilies. Gold, I need you to do something for me. Go to the window and wave. I'm at the payphone across the street. Gold does. Phone cord stretched as caution tape. Beside the walkway that's called a park, where the kids play with sticks and empty potato chip bags and steal each other's bikes, is a shop that sells liquor and car batteries. And beside that is the payphone. Gold's dad waves again. Gold doesn't. That was nice. You look great. Can I come up? No, Dad. The place is a mess. Right. Okay, listen, Gold. You're a good girl. I love you very much. Maybe even more than your mother. You know, she left us once. She took the keys and she got in the car and she left. For hours or days, I can't remember. You screamed the entire time. Gold sighs. No, that was you that left. Right. Well, never mind then. The point, Gold, is that I could have, but I didn't. I made a commitment. Dad, I've got to go. The toilet's clogged. Right. But listen, Gold, if you ever find yourself sitting in a city made of hunger, cut its heart out, or it'll eat yours. No joke. And Gold, if you talk to your mother, tell her I love her. Tell her that I didn't do anything wrong. And tell her that if I did, it's partly her fault, because we're a team. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night.